Hello everyone and welcome back to another Bimmer Fixer video, and in this video we're working again on the L405 Range Rover, and in this video we're going to be changing out the lettering on the hood, on the bonnet. Before I did the video on the grille, bugs crawling over me, sorry, and the video on the grille, I did the lettering on the boot, or on the trunk. That was to see, because I've seen these on a few videos now and I was in two minds if they're any good. So what I took from that was the lettering is pretty good. It's slightly thicker than the original. You'll find that the original lettering tapers off slightly. These don't as much. Another one, God. But the letters are very good. The only thing I found was the template themselves, and you find, as I'm sure you've seen in other videos if you're watching this one, they're chopping up the templates or they're sticking them all on in one go, and it, in my opinion, doesn't look great, and you can just see the letters are slightly off. What I did to combat that was it's a bit more finicky and takes slightly longer, but in my opinion looks better, and that is to individually put the letters on as you take them off. So then that way you know the letter that's going on is going in the exact same spot as the one that's come off, and I'll show you how to tape it up and line it up all properly. I've seen, again, as I'm sure you have, people put tape along the bottom, mark the letters that way, but then end up cleaning the paint and end up wiping off the marks. So again, another reason why to just do it individually. But I'll go for everything now, and then I'll show you how I done it and then see what it's like. Okay, so this is what I meant by the delamination of the lettering. See how it's gone all scabby and horrible. So yeah, I don't know if that's a cleaner chemicals again or just a Range Rover thing, which is not great if it is. So I'll show you at the back what I did there. There we go. So it looks a lot better. So I'm trying to get another plate in. I'll say you can get, I'd say if you got the original stencil or the original kit from JLR, then yeah, absolutely go in with the stencil. But if you're going like I did off of Amazon or eBay and you're getting the cheap one for like 10-15 quid, yeah, you're paying less for a reason. It's a bit more work intensive, but for bang for buck, I think it's definitely worth doing. So what we're going to do now is going to make sure that there's no dirt or anything built up in the gaps in the lettering, and then we'll start taping up the letters and then removing them, clean up, and I'll show you the process. Okay, so the first letter up for the chop is the R, and what we're going to do to remove it is some dental floss. But what we need to do, and what is really important we do first, is we want to mark where the R is. So what we need to do is, with some 3M masking tape, now I can't stress this enough, this has to be absolutely bob on. So this is going to be the one for height, so going like that, and then we're going to go down the back of the R to make sure it's okay from left and right. There we go, and then that's our dating point. That's, so as long as we line the next one up with that, we know it's going to go, will be where this one was. With the A, you can come up at this angle and along the bottom again. The G is slightly more tricky because there's no real straight edges on the sides, but if you put two either side, you'll get a good idea. So what we'll do now is we get our dental floss. Okay, now what we can do, we go in at the top. It's quite a warm day today, so the adhesive is quite soft. You can use a hairdryer or heat gun if necessary. There we go. So that's the R off. It's a great opportunity to give it a clean up. Let's get that white. But what I used, or what I used on the back, was this Mighty Melt adhesive remover. It's really good. Would recommend it. I'll leave all the links for everything in the description. So all I do is just load some up on the cloth, dab it on to the foam adhesive, and what you'll find is it'll soak in slightly, and then you can just rub like that and give that a second to soak in. You can either peel it off like that with fingers, or you can just go in with a microfiber. I'm getting a bit impatient here, I should probably leave it a bit longer. But so what we do now, guys, being it, the ones on the back weren't this stubborn. Because another misconception as well, what happens is when the stencils don't line up, which again I'll show you in a second, they think that the badges aren't original on their car, and I've seen it so many times. I was like, surely like every Range Rover's had new bonnet badges. Anyway, I'll crack on with this. I'll get this off, and then I'll show you when we go to line up the R. Right, okay, so that's our R removed. There's a great opportunity to go in with some polish if you like, or anything. Just make sure it's grease free as you touched it again for the adhesive. Now, the original idea of this is you peel the back off, there's a film on the front, and you just go whack it straight on like that. It just doesn't line up. What they've done is they've taken the measurements they've seen online between the gaps of the letters, put that on the foam, but what they haven't done is take into account the curve of the bonnet or the boot. So it looks okay flat, but when you bend it, it looks silly. So what we're going to do is we're going to do them individually. So we can just pop that back like that, grab our R, being careful not to touch the back. Like I say, this adhesive is really strong. Don't rush. Just individually, again, it gives you a chance to individually check each letter. This one's got a little bit of glue on there, so there we go. Now, what you want to do, go light first, and then don't rush it. There we go. And once that's on there securely, and you know it's where it was, because that's lined up lovely, that's nice and level, so you know it's level, you know it's in the right spot. I'm done like that. Again, good reason to use 3M as well. That it takes a bit of a battering. Anything else might come off, and then you're in trouble, because it's really important that obviously that stays there. And there you go. So you can see there's a slight difference in the letters. What you got to do now is just rinse and repeat. What I can try and do, actually, let me show you what I mean about the stencil not lining up. I'll show you on the Rover part. Bear with me. Bear with, I'm on my way. So there you go, it sits over the R, and it starts to lose it here, look. And then by the time we get to the R, it's off. And that's just simply because I don't think they've taken into account the curve of the bonnet. What I've seen other people do is either cut the letters individually, which you're effectively just doing what I'm doing, but it won't be as accurate. Or they just go, cut it there, and then move the letters, and again, it looks silly. Or they just go whack and stick it on. And the problem is, you can see how flexible it is. It wouldn't take a lot, and trust me, if any of these letters are out by a few mil, you'll see it a mile off. So it's, like I say, it's a little bit more labour intensive, but I think the overall result will be worth it. Now it's a bit self-explanatory. I just wanted to show you what I meant by using the line of the A. So, like I say, coming at an angle there to make sure you get the distance. That will do your left and right, and then you've got the one at the bottom again for your height. The only other real difference is the V as well. But again, what you can do there is use 3 datum points. So go one at the bottom, flat, and then come down the sides there, and then you'll be absolutely bang on. Okay, so the R, A, end's done, and now onto the G. Like I was saying, because there's no straight edges on the sides of the G, there's a chance it can go walkies. So just go either side and really kind of like hem it in. So it's just to limit the chance of it going off. I've gone overkill on the top, because with the bottom one should be fine. But like I say, just to make sure, just got either side, just like I say, limits the chance of it going wandering. And there we go, all done. So there's all our new letters, all in place. Like I say, really rate the letters and the adhesive. but don't use the surround, that bit, as a template. But there we go. Hope you found it useful. Hope you found it interesting. Things coming up. I want to do something with this because it's gone all scabby, so I've replaced or paint that. And the wingwear cover here, it's had a paint job before, and it's all gone a bit iffy. So I'd like to redo that. So yeah, there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please get a thumbs up. If you've got any questions at all, ask away in the comments. I'll get back to everyone as quick as I can. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.